to Makeup with Gigi. Hang out with me while I create this Powerpuff Girls inspired look. Nope, not using the Powerpuff Girls palette though. I did get a big stack of Jeffree Star palettes out though. Can't wait to show you how we got here. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe below, and I'll see you in a minute. Alright, today we're going to try a Powerpuff Girls inspired look using several palettes, most of which will probably be Jeffree Star because that's just what I have. Anyway, you can do this with whatever color palettes you want. ColourPop even has an entire Powerpuff Girls palette. I didn't get it though, not yet. So, let's go ahead and first talk about what I've already done. Marshmallow primer all over my face. I've done the Juvia's Place I Prime in shade 1 on my eyelids and set that with Laura Mercier setting powder. And I need to put a little setting powder on my cheeks. Oh, I have also done my brows with the e.l.f. Wow Brow Brow Gel. I skipped a pencil, didn't feel the need today. And it ended up looking quite nice actually, and it's a lot less work for me because I really hate doing my brows. Not a step that's important to me, so I am willing to do the bare minimum. And it still looks great. Alright, so we're just powdering, and my cat got my lip right here. She was not being mean. She was stretching and just got excited. And so that looks pretty horrendous, but that's alright. We're going to try to cover it up with lipstick. We'll see. Maybe it won't look like I have the plague. Okay. So, what order do we want to go in? I guess Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup, or Buttercup, Bubbles, Blossom. The pink and the green can't be next to each other. That's just going to be, if they blend, it's not going to be pretty. So yeah, let's start with the pink on the outside. And Blossom, she's not really pink, she's more of a reddish pink, but I think somewhere in Pink Religion, we're going to be able to figure it out. So I'm going to get my number 1 BH Cosmetics brush. And I'm going to dip into the color Strawberry Youth. It is right here. And let's just see how far we get with that, and we'll go from there. Oh, I think that's going to be exactly the color I was looking for. That's totally screaming Blossom at me. How about y'all? This is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to go to work and see if anybody gets it. Probably not. But that's okay. Alright, so we don't really want to go too much further than that because we do have 2 other colors to combine up here. But I do want to make sure that I am blending this out evenly. And giving the top a nice soft blend. We're going to highlight, of course. We always highlight, but a soft, even blend. Okay. And I don't think my wings are going to be sisters today. I also don't think I care a whole lot. So there's that. I'm really excited to do this. I've wanted to do some theme stuff for a while. I've just been having a hard time, like, you know, putting it all together. I can see it in my head, but it's so hard to get it, like, on my face. And I'm always so crunched for time, and I'm crunched for time today again, of course. But we're going to go for it. Time-wise, I don't think this look will take any longer than any other standard look, so we'll see. Alright, so we're going to stop there with that one. Now we're going to go into our Star Ranch palette, which is now available on his website. So hooray for that. And I'm going to go into Grand Prismatic because that's a great bubbles looking blue. And I'm going to tap it first and then soften it into the next one. And I am going to bring it all the way down on my lid. I know I don't normally do that, but you'll see in a moment why. It's going to be fantastic. Okay, again, I know there's not a lot of space here, but we need to blend it just a little bit on the edges here so that when we put the green on, it's going to all kind of come together. Okay. And I'm just careful not to drag the pink too far into the blue, and especially careful that I'm not dragging any of the pink onto this inside part of the blue. Okay, so there's our bubbles. So excited about this, y'all. And then we're going to go into Blood Money, and this is a smaller area, so I am going to switch to the number 4 BH Cosmetics brush here. And we're going to go into our color here, Chameleon Fetish. And this may be just a little bright for Blossom or Buttercup, but I think it's going to work out just fine. This one just takes a minute to build. So tell me, who is your favorite Powerpuff Girl? Me, I always wanted to be Bubbles. I was neither blonde nor bubbly. But that didn't stop me. I still always wanted to be Bubbles. Personality-wise, I'm definitely Buttercup. And looks-wise. I think that's funny. I usually end up identifying personality-wise with the dark-haired counterpart, never the blonde main character. I just always wanted to be popular and whatnot, and now looking back, I'm actually really glad I was not. High school and stuff was hard enough without having all that extra pressure of being popular. If I messed up, that was okay. Hardly anybody knew about it and nobody cared. Okay. I'm like super excited about this, y'all. I'm gonna walk into work and be like, what is wrong with you? Okay. We're gonna blend out the top. One more palette. We're gonna blend out the top with Ranch out of Conspiracy. Why? Because it's my favorite, and it is a great transition from shadow to no shadow. And you just want to do it one color at a time, otherwise you will end up with mud. Brush off my brush. That's a lot, guys. That's okay. I don't care. Like I said, it's Tuesday. And it's rainy. We needed some color in our day. Alright, I got my rook pierced. I think I already said this. But right here, and it really just, it's only been done like a week and a half. So, you know, it's still angry and not pleasant. And having that headband on it makes it even angrier and much less pleasant. So instead, you just have to deal with my hair looking a mess. Did I tell how I ended up getting a piercing? So Bestie had an unexpected vacation a couple weeks ago. And when she got back, she had to take out all of her piercings while she was gone for reasons. And so when she got back, she went to the piercer to get it all, you know, put back in the right way and make sure everything was not traumatized. And I can't go into the piercing parlor and not get a new hole in my head, apparently, because I was like, you know what? I'm here. Let me just pierce my rook. My daith over here, it just did heal where I can sleep on it. And now I can't sleep on this one, and I want to. I never sleep on this side, but now I want to sleep on this side all the time. Anyway, frustrations of my life. So I said we were going to do something fun on the outside, and we are. So let's do that. We're going to start with Blood Money one more time. And we're going to go into Poison Ivy here. So for our lid, and we're just going to put Poison Ivy over all of the green area. And this doesn't really stick well from a brush. I don't know why. Getting there with my finger though, it's beautimous. It's just a lot harder to kind of control where it ends up. And that's a tight little spot. But I need all of its shimmer and shine. Okay. Gonna have to work. Okay, here's to hoping that the rest are a little bit easier to work with than that one was. Let me also switch to a different brush. I don't think it liked that one. This is a Morphe M167. It's just a flat packer type brush. To go over the light blue area for our lid, I'm going to use the color Old Jeff out of Star Ranch. And let's try it on this brush. It's got a different kind of fiber. It still doesn't seem to be giving me what I know it can. Here we go. And this is why I always use my finger for these anyway, because it's what works the best, as you can see. I tried 2 different kinds of brushes. I'm sure if I wet the brush, it would work really well. I don't like to do that. This just seemed easier. All right, and we're gonna go into Pink Religion. And there is actually not a shimmer in there that is the right kind of tint here. So we're gonna go into our BH Cosmetic Aurora Lights. Love this palette. People slept on this palette. I watched a video where Jeffrey was cleaning out his beauty room, and this was in the like pile of palettes that he never even opened. Don't sleep on this palette. It's freaking amazing. All right, we're gonna use the color. We're gonna start maybe with Magical, and if that doesn't work, we're gonna move over here to Fluorescent. But let's see what happens. It's just the little corner here. We don't need a whole lot. Okay, that was a little bit of Magical, and then a little bit of Fluorescent on top, because I wasn't quite feeling it. that good. I'm gonna dust off my number 1 brush. We got that blended in. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my e.l.f. Precision Expert, whatever this is, this eyeliner in black, and I'm gonna be right back. Now, we got that done. Wings, not perfect, don't care. Let's move on. And I don't know if I ever dusted my face off after I put powder on it earlier, so probably doesn't matter now, but we're gonna do it anyway. Got my beauty blender, got my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Tinted Moisturizer. Again, medium 9W is my shade. Right now, it's getting to be a little dark. I haven't been out in the sun very much. It got really humid here. I don't mind hot, but I can't do humid. And anyone who lives in the South, not even just Georgia, well, mostly Georgia, because it's a special kind of humid here, but mostly anybody in the South will understand what I mean. There's hot, and then there's hot and humid. And that humidity, a lot of times, it ain't no joke. Go outside and feel like you could cut the air with a damn butter knife. It's bad, y'all. It's real bad. And so I tend to avoid the outdoors during the worst of those times, being end of July, beginning of August. Now that we've made it beyond there, it's about time for me to start venturing out again. There is a hair. Thank you, kitties. Okay. I guess someday I'll have to put up some pictures of the kitties. You can see the little furry demons they are. The baby's usually right here at my feet, but she's not today. She must be out bunkered out with her daddy. She likes him better anyway. Concealer today is the Tarte. I always want to say Shart. I'm not even editing that. Fuck it. Okay, Tarte Shape Tape. This is the 29N Light Medium. Please don't put Shart on your face. That would be awful. That's how you get pink eye. I think I've about decided which ones I want big ones of for those. I love the minis. It's so awesome because I could try out all the colors and it was enough of a tryout, you know, because I had them for so long. I really get to see what each of them does, color-wise, cover-wise, etc. And it's given me time to pick my favorites for sure before I'm committed to a huge one. Because I mean, the minis are $10 to start with. For me, that's a lot of money on concealer. I have this problem in most aspects of my life. I have bougie tastes on a drugstore budget. That's just my curse in life. Let's go ahead and get this set with some powder before we get some creasing, because I'm not really feeling dealing with that, you know? And I tend to make faces when I talk. And it's really hard to sit here and not make a face so I don't crease. Yeah, I used to love the Powerpuff Girls when I was a kid. I still love the Powerpuff Girls. Who am I kidding? I was like Mojo Jojo, just because his name was really fun for me to say. Mojo Jojo. Yeah, weird. I've come to terms with it. And my sister, she was always the one. She wanted to be Bubbles. She always wanted to be whoever the cutesy little whatever. Always wanted to be the pink Power Ranger. She was that girl. She was that girl, and super girly. And then also super tomboy at the same time. Like, also being the perfect girl, but also being the son my dad never had. Or my dad always wanted and never had. My brother, he didn't quite fit that bill. Which is fine. I love him. My brother is awesome. He just wasn't really into like outdoorsy stuff like my dad wanted him to be. Okay. I'm gonna brush all that off. It is looking kind of dry. We're going to go ahead and give it a spritz with our NYX. Bear with me. I was super mad. I could have sworn Kroger carried NYX and they had this, but apparently they did not. So I ended up getting an e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. We're going to try that one at the end. I don't generally like anything dewy, but we're going to try it. So let's give that a minute to sit here, and I'm just going to remind my eyebrows who they are. Sometimes with blending and everything, they can get a little lazy. Good. And while they're a little bit moistened by the setting mist, that's going to help them stay into place. This is really pretty. I really like this the further we get. So I went ahead and did my tight line and my waterline, and I used for all of those, for tight line and waterline, my ColourPop Cream Gel Eyeliner in Boots for under the pink. In the pink area, I used the color Prance in the blue areas, and I used my Kat Von D in the color Lemmy in the green areas. And then I've started to put on my Mega Plush Volume Express Mascara by Maybelline. I did my top lashes. I didn't do my bottom lashes yet. Real quick, we're going to just give a little smudge of each color and finish out our under eye. Nothing too big. I want to switch to a very small brush. This is a Morphe M213. See how little he is? And we're just going to go in again to where we started, Strawberry Youth. I'm just going to get it on the very tip of the brush, just like that. And we're just going to blend it a little bit so that our outer corner blends in, but not too far down. And then we're going to go back into Star Ranch and get a little bit of Grand Prismatic. Same method, just the tip of the brush. Alright, and as you can see, there's a little cleanup I need to do real quick from my mascara. That's it. Once it's dry, a couple of very gentle swipes so you don't disturb everything underneath with your spoolie, and that will take away any mascara that may have ended up, excuse me, that will take away any mascara that may have ended up somewhere it's not supposed to be. Alright, so let's get back with our teeny tiny little M213, and we're going to go in, and I'm going to use Poison Ivy right here. It stands out immediately, and I love that. I will use any excuse to use this color. See what I mean? Chameleon Fetish I would have had to build up. That one's just there immediately. Okay. I'm still deciding what I want to do on my inner corner. I've got a pretty good idea, but I'm just not 100% yet, so we're going to wait. Today I'm going to use my Hoola by Benefit bronzer. It's just the original. Yeah, not too heavy. We got a lot going on our eyes, so outside of just making sure that the face is in the correct shape, I'm not really trying to lay on too heavy a bronzer here. And I love this one because it blends out just to be exactly the right shade, and it's beautiful. And it's very buildable if I need it to be. Yeah, this is better. I was finding the Iconic one was leaving my forehead really too orange, and I didn't like it. This definitely is a little browner, not quite so orangey. All right, and for blush today, oh, we've got so many options now. I think I want to use this lavender one again, though. I really like it a lot. It's the Night Bloom color, ColourPop. This one. I'm really enjoying it. It's just a real pretty, soft, pink lavender-ish. And it's fairly pigmented. I mean, you know, a blush, it's supposed to be fairly sheer. I put a lot on because I am going to blend it out and try to even everything together at once. But it builds very nicely. I'm not using a ton of product when I do this. Again, this is just to make it look a little more human, a little real. Put a little pink in our face. It's supposed to be there. Give it a good blend with Shorty. See, but that just feels very soft and natural. At least for my skin tone. For yours, you may need a different one. They're all great. Even if it's not exactly the right one, play with them. Have fun. It's just makeup. You can wash it off. That's what Bailey Sarian told me, and she wouldn't lie to us. Oh, that hurt. A makeup brush to the new piercing. Not fun. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. I don't know why I keep getting new piercings. I'm about to run out of places on my ears to put them. And I'm not really a big fan of the idea of like too many facial ones. I've got my nose once. I thought about putting another one maybe in front of it or behind it, but I don't know if there's room. I don't know if I really want to there. And I thought about doing the other side. But then I remembered I've still got like my helix here. I've got my conch. I could do my conch, I guess. Not really what I was hoping. I don't think I will. Anyway. Let's see. Highlighter and lipstick. And let me do my bottom lashes real quick. Be right back. Okay. And I don't know if I put this in here or not yet. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Depends on the camera angle. But I have taken to putting just a wee bit of powder right under my lashes after I do my lower mascara. Blinking a couple of times, so maybe it will stick to the bottom. And then also taking the remainder of that powder. Hold on, please. Taking the remainder of that powder from my brush and just lightly brushing underneath. And I have found that is helping to prevent the raccoon eye thing that I often get. So, maybe it's a thing, maybe it's not. Try it out and see. Tell me if it works for you. Let's do some highlighter real fast. And you can't do Powerpuff Girls without some glitter and some shimmer. So, I definitely want to take my e.l.f. liquid glitter eyeshadow, and I'm going to use Disco Queen here, and I want to put that in my inner corner if it wants to cooperate. It doesn't like to play nice. Okay, got good bit on our brush here. Yep, it's doing the thing outside. I wish it wouldn't. We're going to give it a minute to dry, and then we will do our repairs. In the meantime, we're going to build up this side so that it matches in sparkle. Alright, you know what? We're going to call that even enough, and I'm going to leave it alone before I fuck it up. Alright. So, we've got sparkle on our inner corner, and I really love the way this look is coming out, y'all. So much fun. Okay, now, highlighter. Let's not go crazy. We'll just do our Anastasia Moonchild, and let's do the color Purple Horseshoe, because we are still having some fun. You know what? Not quite as sparkly as I want it to be. So let's pull out this guy. I love this guy. We're gonna hit it with a little pink purity. All right, that's more like it, y'all. We're gonna take this color Glass Supper. Nope, not that one. Clean that off. We're going to take Pearly Gates, the other side. And we're just going to, yeah, do a little brow highlight. We're just going to take the little guy again, also in Pearly Gates. Just to make sure we got a lot of sparkle. Alright, y'all. They gonna see us coming. Faux show. You know what? We're gonna put a little Pearly Gates here too. Why? Because I want to. Okay, that's enough highlighter. Okay, running out of time here, probably overtime. Let's do a little lip liner. I guess if we are saving the people of Townsville, we gotta do it right. I'm gonna take the color I Heart This, and I am actually gonna leave all of the foundation and stuff on my top lip today in hopes that maybe that will cover this thing going on here where the kitty got me. And you can't be mad at this kitten. She's got these big Disney eyes. Like, for real, she looks up at you and it looks like Walt Disney himself has drawn her. Alright, and our Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lip in Jeffree What the Fuck. Alright, y'all, I'm pretty pleased with this fun and colorful look. Let's get this open. And this says new formula, same bottle, so I guess this is an existing product, not a new one. I don't know, I've never used e.l.f.'s setting sprays. But we'll give it a try. Let's see. For best results, use with e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I did not do that. Shake bottle well and hold 10 inches away from face. Okay. So it is one you have to shake. I don't mind it, but it feels very wet. And if you don't like the smell of coconut, you're not going to like it because it definitely smells like coconut. So I'm hoping it dries and not so dewy because this is not going to work for me at all. I'm going to give it a minute and see. All right. I'll check back in a minute when it dries. I don't know how I'm going to fix it if it dries like that. I guess I just have to go looking like I just splashed water on my face. Okay, I'll be back. Quick update. It dried. It's not super dewy. It's not matte, but I'm not mad at it either. So, we'll keep trying it. All right, y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.